Hello everyone, once again welcome to our channel Math Makes Fun. Actually we are discussing about straight lines topics. So I have divided straight lines into two parts, only basics. So basics part 1 already we have completed. If you are not seeing that basics part 1, so check out my playlist straight lines and complete see the basics part 1, and after that part 1 you have to see this basics part 2. So we'll discuss now about remaining complete basics in the straight lines. Hi. So in last video we have stopped at when two lines are parallel, how will be the slopes? Slopes will be equal. So when two lines are perpendicular, how will be the slopes? Product of slopes will be equal to -1. So now we are discussing, so if two lines are non-parallel and non-perpendicular, then what will be the angle or what will be the condition? If angle between two lines which are non-parallel, which are non-perpendicular, the angle between the two lines will be theta, and L1 makes M1 slope and L2 makes M2 slope with the x-axis. Then we have tan theta equal to modulus M1 minus M2 by 1 plus M1 M2. This is the formula for tan theta. If we are having theta, that means you can say m as a tan theta also, that, or we can say angle between any two lines. How we will find? When slopes of two lines are given, tan theta will be equal to modulus of m1 minus m2 by 1 plus m1 m2. In generally this comes for us tan of theta 1 minus theta 2. We have discussed in before part basics part 1, tan of theta 1 minus theta 2, this theta 1 minus theta 2 will becomes 90 degrees. So in that we discussed that. So from this you will get modulus m1 minus m2 by 1 plus m1 m2. So these are three types when two lines for conditions for two lines. When parallel, slopes will be equal. When perpendicular, product of slopes will be -1. When non-parallel, non-perpendicular, angle will become tan theta equal to m1 minus m2 by 1 plus m1 m2. Up to now we know the formula of a slope m equal to tan theta. For slope we have one formula here, m equal to tan theta when theta is given, angle is given. So if any line, non-parallel line or any line not passing through origin, that line passing through 2 points, when you are having 2 points on the line, then what will be the slope when 2 points are given? So the ratio of y coordinate, difference of y coordinates to the difference of x coordinates, this can be written as m equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. The difference of y coordinates ratio to difference of x coordinate ratio. So we got slope formulas 2. So again we are having one more formula here. So we will see further what will be the another formula for slope. So now intercepts form. Intercepts form means the line divides at what a distance to the x-axis, or we can say the x and y-axis and the line dividing intercept forms. So the length of this part on the x-axis, the line divides x-axis at which length, and the line divides y-axis at which length. These lengths are called intercepts. So for these intercepts we will have form x by a plus y by b equal to 1. This is called intercept form of a straight line. Intercept form. So now we are having one form of the straight line, intercept form here. So here we are taking only y-intercept 0, c, and another point we are having here. So what will be the slope form? Slope form for 2 points we are having y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. So you can write y minus c by x minus 0. So it will be y, we can write below y minus c by x. M will be cross multiply mx equal to y minus c, mx plus c equal to y. So straight line equation will be having slope m and intercept c on the y-axis. So is given as y equal to mx plus c. Second form, slope intercept form. It is called as slope intercept form. Intercept will be on y-axis. So this is y equal to mx plus c. So we have straight line equations in two forms, intercept form and slope intercept form. When 2 points are given, so slope intercept form, it is not passing through origin. Remember, when it is a passing through origin, c will not be there. When this equation is a passing through origin, you will get only y equal to mx. C will become 0 here. And the next formation, this is very important form. So on this equation only we will be converted throughout the straight lines. So slope, this is called slope or point slope form. We can write this one as point slope form. This is very important. So we are having in generally, what is the slope intercept form? Y equal to mx plus c. This line is passing through x1 y1, so you will get y1 equal to mx1 plus c. So y1 minus mx1 equal to c. So substitute this c value here. You will have y equal to mx plus y1 minus mx1. So y minus y1 equal to m into x minus x1. This is the point slope form. Equation of the line which is having slope and which is having which is passing through one point. So when 1 point and slope is given, you can use the formula y minus y1 equal to m into x minus x1. 2 point form also is there. When 2 points is given, so for this m, so we will use the formula m. So when 1 point is given, so you can use m value tan theta. So when 2 points are directly in the problems he can give m value. So when 2 points are given, instead of m, you have to write this form, 2 point form. So y minus y1 equal to, instead of m, the value will be changed y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. X minus x1. Just simple. So if you learn, remember y minus y1 equal to m into x minus x1. So depending upon the quotient, so depending upon the given values, so if theta is given, you can use m value as tan theta. So if m is directly given, you can use directly m value. That means in every case you will give at least 1 point. 1 point is given, you can go through this form. And when 2 points are given, same formula, but m value will change. Theta is given, you will use tan theta, and 2 points are given, you will use y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1, and third one is directly m value he will give in the problems itself. So next one, symmetric form. Symmetric form means y minus y1 equal to same form, m in m place we are using tan theta. Tan theta is nothing but it can be written as sin theta by cos theta. So we are taking the ratio y minus y1 by sin theta equal to x minus x1 by cos theta, which will give you some any constant. Ratios are, two ratios are equal, so you will give any constant. So instead of lambda you can use r also. From this you will get x equal to x1 plus r cos theta, y equal to y1 plus r sin theta. So this is called a symmetric form. This r gives you the distance between the point x1, y1 and as well as x, y. Now we will see further forms. Here one more form, normal form. For any straight line L, if we draw a perpendicular from the origin, ON will be the perpendicular to the given straight line. here we are having triangle ONA, right angle triangle at n with 90 degrees. So the perpendicular normal, we can say normal, makes an angle with positive x-axis alpha. So I am taking cos alpha opposite adjacent by hypotenuse. Adjacent will be ON, hypotenuse will be OA. So you will get OA equal to ON by cos alpha. We know ON, we have considered the distance from the origin to the point, or no, distance from the origin to the given straight line. P we are considering. This can be written as P secant alpha. So A point will give you P secant alpha, comma 0. Similarly, we can get B value as 0 P cosecant alpha. So intercept form, it is intercept form. Intercept form is x by a plus y by b equal to 1. So we can write P secant alpha plus y by P cosecant alpha equal to 1. So x by P, x cos alpha, simply directly we are writing y sin alpha equal to, this is called a normal form. So fourth one, x cos alpha plus y sin alpha equal to P, normal form. Fifth point. So where P is the perpendicular distance from the point to the given line. Now general form of a straight line. So this is gives AX plus BY plus C equal to 0, where A, B, C are real and A and B both not equal to 0. So this is called general form of a straight line. For these ones we will find, we will convert into intercept form, slope intercept form, and also normal form we will convert into 3 parts here. So first one, we will find slope second form, slope intercept form. So y should be at one side, by will be minus ax minus c. Y will gives you minus a by b, x plus minus c by b. So minus a by b will be the slope. So for a straight line, slope will be m equal to minus a by b. So slope form, slope m, we are having 3 forms. One is tan theta when theta is given, when 2 points is given, 1 2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. When straight line ax plus by plus c equal to 0, general form is given, slope will be minus a by b, nothing but minus x coefficient by y coefficient. And intercept form will see. So here m equal to minus a by b. So xy terms should be one side, ax plus by equal to minus c, and x coefficient, y coefficient should be 1. So remember how we are converting the forms, given general form into different forms. So it is y. So first form, slope intercept form, just keep y one side and send the remaining all other side. And second step is convert y coefficient as 1. So for first form, intercept form, xy terms should be one side, constant should be another side. So we have sent constant. And next form, next step is convert the x coefficient, y coefficient in the numerator as 1. And in middle you should be write only plus. If it is minus, you have to bring all the stuff into denominator itself. First divide, you have to convert the right side also equal to 1. Ax by minus c, by minus c equal to minus c by minus c. So x coefficient should be 1. So it can be written as x by minus c by a plus y by, it can also be written as c by b, which will be equal to 1. So now in middle plus is there, equal to right side 1 is there. Numerator xy coefficients are 1. So x by a plus y by b equal to 1. So this is called x-intercept. For the general form, this is called y-intercept. This is very important for 2 marks questions, are all the forms will be given as combinedly in 4 marks. So because the normal general form will be given, and he will ask that convert this general form into slope intercept form, and as well as normal form. These 3 forms he will ask. How we will do this form? So listen carefully and observe also. Now we are going to do normal form. So for normal form, constant, here also x cos alpha plus y sin alpha equal to p means xy terms one side and constant will be other side. Ax plus by equal to minus c. Divide this throughout with a square plus b square. Ax plus by root a square plus b square plus by root a square plus b square equal to minus c by root a square plus b square. So here minus c is there. So you have to multiply throughout because so we know distance will not be in negative value. We are saying p is the perpendicular distance. So distance will not be in negative value. So multiply throughout with minus by or plus into minus. So it will be c by root a square plus b square. So when c less than 0, it is when c greater than 0. So you can also write when c less than 0, it is greater than 0. C less than 0, c will be negative value, negative into positive will comes, c greater than 0, like this you will be gives the answer. So for this I am writing here p equal to plus or minus, we are having c by root a square plus b square. And this cos alpha sin alpha, cos alpha will gives you a by root a square plus b square, sin alpha will gives b by root a square plus b square. Just send the constant right side and divide throughout the equation with root a square plus b square. So tan alpha will gives you b by a. Alpha will be tan inverse b by a. So don't compare with a by b. It is an equation of straight line. So it is a perpendicular. A by b, for the perpendicular will be b by a itself. If any two lines are parallel, so two lines are parallel, we discussed in part 1, that is slopes are equal. So for first line slope m1 is minus a1 by b1. For second line m2 is minus a2 by b2. Slopes will be equal when two lines are parallel. So minus a1 by b1 equal to minus a2 by b2. Or simply we can write a1 by a2 equal to b1 by b2. The ratio of the x coefficients equal to the ratio of the y coefficients. Or we can write m1 equal to m2. If two lines are parallel, this is the condition when general forms are given. A1 ratio of x coefficients, a1 by a2 equal to b1 by b2, or we can say m1 equal to m2. And if two lines are perpendicular, what will be the condition? m1, m2 equal to minus 1 we are having. This is the condition. So multiply minus a1 by b1 into minus a2 by b2 equal to minus 1. So minus it becomes plus. a1, a2 equal to minus b1, b2. So a1, a2 plus b1, b2 equal to 0. That means in 2 marks questions, these are very important. So if two marks questions, short answer questions, he asked that show that the given lines are parallel. So you have to show the ratio of x and y coefficients. Show that the two lines are perpendicular. You have to show that a1, a2 plus b1, b2 equal to 0. Reverse also he can ask. If two lines are unknown value in these real numbers, one unknown value will gives you, and he will ask that find the unknown value when two lines are perpendicular. You have to take this condition. These are the conditions now. So you have to remember for slope parallel condition and for perpendicular condition. And one more thing, if ax plus by plus c equal to 0, this is the line. The parallel line for this general form will be ax plus by. What we are saying, the parallel lines ratios of x coefficients should be equal. So plus k equal to 0. They may be differ in the constant, but they should have common x coefficient and y coefficients. So the parallel line equation will be ax plus by plus k equal to 0. Only constant will be changed. The perpendicular equation for the general form ax plus by plus c equal to 0, what will be the perpendicular equation? So it will be bx minus ay plus k equal to 0. The xy terms will be changed and the symbol also will change. Bx minus ay plus k equal to 0. Constant will be differ in the parallel equation as well as a constant will be differ in the perpendicular equation. So for parallel line ax plus by will comes, and for the perpendicular line bx minus ay. So if you see this one, a by a, b by b will gives you one ratio. For these ones a1 a2 a into b plus b1 b2 b into minus a minus ab will gives you again 0 itself. Condition is satisfied. For that only it will come here. So here half planes. So consider this board as one plane. I have drawn a line on this board. So on this board number of infinite points will be there. That points this line dividing into three parts. One is on line, the points on the line, and two is the points in the opposite line, and three is the points on only one side. So the points, this line gives divides the given plane into three parts. So one is opposite sides and two is another one side points and another one is the points on the line. So we will discuss the points on the line need not be find out. So if you substitute that points in the given equation, it should be satisfied. So I am taking opposite sides. The line joining of these two points AB will divide L. So substitute the points x1, y1. If you substitute, you will get L11, and x2, y2. If you substitute, you can say L22. The ratio of L11, L22 is less than 0. Then you can say that points lie on both sides. Points lie on both sides. So if points lie on only one side, we can say L11 is to L22 are having greater than 0 positive sign. So points lie on either of side, either left side or right side. But points will be lie on only one side. So here collinear points. So if three points are collinear, collinear means three points lie on same line. If these 3 points are collinear, so you have to modulus x2, y2, 1, x3, y3, 1 should be equal. Or you can say simply slope of AB equal to slope of BC. So when 3 points are collinear, you have to do delta of x1, y1, 1 like this equal to 0. Or you can use slope of AB equal to slope of BC. A, B, C. So AB line segment slope and BC line segment slopes are equal. That means they will be on same line. So here concurrent lines. Concurrent lines means two lines will be intersect at one point, but 3 or more lines passing through only one point, then those lines are called concurrent lines. 3 or more points. Here we are taking 3 points, 3 lines. So from this point L1, you can say L2, L3. 3 are passing through at a same point, and this intersect point is called a concurrent point. So that means this point satisfies, when you substitute in the lines, 3 lines, it should satisfy equal to 0 condition. So this concurrent point lies on L1 as well as L2 as well as L3. So generally we will show that these 3 lines are concurrent, means det of coefficients of these lines will be equal to 0. Like this, we will find, we will prove that given lines are concurrent lines. If two lines L1, L2 in these forms, we are having general form. If theta is the angle between these two lines, then we will have cos theta equal to modulus A1, A2 plus B1, B2 by under root A1 square plus B1 square plus C1 square under root A2 square plus B2 square plus C2 square. And also we know tan theta form. Already we learned this one. M1 minus M2 by 1 plus M1 M2. If you replace M1 as minus A1 by B1, M2 as minus A2 by B2, you will get some tan theta. After that, finding opposite side using a right angle triangle, opposite, adjacent and hypotenuse if you find. So you will get cos theta like this, A1 A2 plus B1 B2 by root A1 square plus B1 square plus C1 square under root A2 square plus B2 square plus C2 square. If theta equal to 0 degrees, that means the two lines are parallel, the condition will be cos 0 it is. Cos 0 will be 1. So these both will be equal. No need to write that one. If cos 90 is there, so you will have cos 90, it is 0. Cross multiply, you will get A1, A2 plus B1, B2 equal to 0. For parallel condition, simply we can write A1 by A2 equal to B1 by B2 condition. And one more one. Distance between two parallel lines. Parallel lines. So we always find the distance between any two parallel lines only. So if parallel lines, we are saying that x and y coefficients will be equal. Ax plus by plus c1 equal to 0. Constant only changes. Plus c2 equal to 0. Distance can be written as modulus c1 minus c2. Only difference of the constant by root of a square plus b square. So because two lines coefficients are not equal, we have to convert into the equal form by multiplying with L1 or with L2 some real number and convert. First we have to convert x coefficients equal and y coefficients equal. After that only you have to write the formula. Because in the denominator we are using only a square plus b square only, not a1 square, b1 square, a2 square, b2 square. So remember this one. So firstly you have to check that x, y coefficients are equal or not for the parallel lines. If both are not equal, you have to convert to equal form. After that, you have to substitute this formula. And perpendicular distance from a point x1, y1 to the line ax plus by plus c equal to 0. That means if you consider this is L, ax plus by plus c equal to 0. And this is a point. So you can't take like this cross distance. Shortest distance will be perpendicular distance. So for any two lines, for any point, the shortest distance will be gives you only the perpendicular distance. It will gives you just a simple substitute the point on the line. under root a square plus b square. Modulus ax1 plus by1 plus c by root of a square plus b square. And one more thing here, plus c1 square will not comes now. Only this one. Cos theta will be mod a1 a2 plus b1 b2 by a1 square plus b1 square, a2 square plus b2 square. So if you observe for everyone, so in the denominators under root forms, constant will not be included. Root a1 square plus b1 square, root a2 square plus b2 square. This is also root a square plus c square. This one. This is the parallel lines distance. It is a from the point to the line. It is point to the line and it is 2 lines distance. If you all like my video, please give a big like and share to all your surroundings and subscribe your channel. Your likes and comments will be boost for me for making these IPA level topics more and more interesting for you and a short trick for you how to get complete 75 marks in the Maths B paper. After completing this Maths B paper, I will also upload you Maths A paper as soon as possibilities. I will make maximum videos for you and be support with me. Thank you for all.